I'm Tanesha,
Kiara.
and you're now entering the sister chat. Welcome to Main Event Mamas.
Whoop, whoop. We're super excited to be back with you this week, like every week. But we want to do something fun again this week and give you some more of our summer theme shows. That's what we like to call them. And so today, well, before I get started, because this happens every time, this is your opportunity to stop and hit that subscribe button so you can be first to hear our debates on the things that we think. And we want to hear your opinion. We want to know whether we're right or whether we're wrong. And what better way to do it but to follow our show?
For sure.
Okay, now let's get into today's topic. So today we are talking about Imagine It. We're at the Cookout. Everything's good. The food is good. We chilling. Summertime. It's hot. And you go to reach for what used to be a radio. But sometimes now, we're on Spotify. We're on Apple Music. We got Bluetooth everywhere. Nothing makes a cookout like a playlist. It can take you from a average, just regular cookout to an epic neighborhood situation.
Block party. Absolutely.
I was going to say, we don't do block parties down here in the South.
Well, I'm from New York. We get some block parties up in this joint, yeah.
We don't do that. But even my neighbors here, they all know when you start hitting a certain frequency of the music, somebody going to chime in here or there. So we wanted to count down our top 5 summer jams. Because what way to kick off the fun part of the summer, right?
And barbecues and all the great stuff that actually happens, not Memorial Day, because it's not hot yet. We want it when it's hot. Or not
Some
that
of us
hot.
want it when it's hot. Some of us like AC. Just saying. But anyway, I wanted to get started because clearly we're going to have some interesting conversation around this. So, all right, Tanesha, what is number 5 on your top summer jam?
Well, I feel like it's not summer if I don't hear Will Smith and Jazzy Jazz singing Summertime. I just don't think it's summer yet. If that's not at my cookout, I don't think it's summer.
You said Jazzy Jazz?
Well, yeah, Will Smith and Jazzy Jazz, Summertime. Summer.
I know what summertime is, but I'm pretty sure his name is not Jazzy Jazz. But I love that for you. So pretty sure his name is not that. But that may appear on my list as well. But I started off with,
hold on. I'm almost
she doesn't
positive.
believe this.
I don't.
Isn't it Jazzy Jeff?
Or okay, my bad. Okay, fine.
This is why this is ridiculously fun every time. It's like, let me fact check. Because I'm pretty sure.
I'm like, I'm almost positive that is what it is called.
Yeah. So, like I said, not a bad choice though, but I thought it'd be a little low for your list, ma'am.
Well, I mean, it's DJ Jazzy Jeff. Okay, fine. My bad. Correction. You were right. I was wrong. I got too excited. So yes. I mean, well, yeah.
Okay, so my number 5 song.
Okay, what's your number 5 song?
You're gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh because, oh my God.
Yeah, you're already busting out laughing. What is it?
Because it is the party rock anthem for LMFAO.
I'm not gonna lie. I do know that song. Definitely because of my son. Because he was in we used to do, well, we still do, but when we used to do Just Dance a lot, that was one of the songs. He used to do Sexy and I Know It. Not that one, but he used to do Sexy and I Know It. So
they had a couple good ones.
They did. Sexy and I Know It. And then if you watch Alvin and Chipmunks, he was there and they had a song. So I had to learn that song and the dance because we would all do dance. But, we said summer. You know what? I get it. I hear you.
Oh, it's a great one.
It is. To get the party started. Get that party started.
So you get the party started. You got to start with a bang. You know what I'm saying?
That Jersey pump.
That's right. All right. What's your number 4?
My number 4 is Move Your Body by Nia Sky.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Takes us back a little bit though, right?
It does. I love their album. I love them. I literally just I was talking to my daughter or my son, one of them. I was like, yeah. And I was like, and their names mean this. And they looked at me like, "You knew that?" "Yeah, they're twins."
They
I had their
were?
album. Yeah, Nina. Okay, so just so y'all don't know who Nina Sky is, Nina Sky are twins, and they from New York. And Nina, they spells their first 2 letters of their name, so it was Nicole and Natalie. I had their whole album.
Thank you.
Their whole album was fire. Anyway.
Thank you for that endorsement. I didn't even know they had the
You're
whole
welcome.
album at all. Didn't listen to it. Anyway, my number 4 song.
Yep, let's go. I'm ready because I'm already scared. I don't.
Hot in Here by Nelly.
You know, I saw that, but it was like that don't make me feel like it's summertime. It just,
No, but it is hot in here. Like, seriously. That is, like, seriously what happens during the summer. So, for me, it was a no contest. I mean, how could
Okay,
that
I
not
understand.
be?
Understand.
It
Yes,
was
it
like,
gets so hot. You be like, I just want you start taking off
take
layers.
off all your clothes, right?
You
So
start
I was
taking
like,
off layers.
come on. You've got to give me that. Plus, when my kids were growing up, that was a song they would sing all the time. And I'd be like, better keep them clothes on. Like, I don't, it's like, it ain't that hot, boo. We have air conditioning. But I get it. And it brought to life some kind of college fun days and parties. So there we go. All right. What's your number 3?
Where's the party at? The remix by Jagged Edge.
Yes.
Look at you. Was like, wait a minute. I
forgot about that one. Yes.
Yes. That thing, I feel like that was one of the summers that we were like jamming to.
Yes, because where was the party at, right?
Yeah. We were like, where the party at?
We were way too young for the Bacardi, but we were way too young.
You got a cookout? I smell cookout. Who's cooking out?
That is a good one. I didn't even think of that one. That was a good one. All right.
What's
I have a
yours,
tie
number 3?
at number 3 though.
Oh, you got a tie? Okay, so you can't have a tie. You have to have one and then there's an honorable mention.
That's
Can't
impossible.
Be a tie. Okay, well, pick between the 2. Who is your top 3 and then the other one's an honorable mention.
This is why I didn't want honorable mentions. Like,
well,
anyway.
clearly, whatever.
It's fine. Okay. Well, slight margin. I'm going to give it to Crazy in Love
By
with Beyonce. With an honorable mention of Baby Boy.
By Beyonce.
Because also fun college days and high school, college time. Good times are had. And I still love those songs to this day very much.
Yes. I do too. I do.
You do?
Baby boy. Okay.
Okay. Let's just sing it anyway. Okay. All right then. I'm feeling a story coming on. I was like, didn't we like learn that video? Was that one of the ones we learned? No. that was
we learned. What we learned was Britney Spears.
Yes.
You Drive Me Crazy.
We also learned No. With the woo.
Yes, we learned with Woo.
Wyclef. Sorry. Wyclef. I don't know why I'm saying
I was like,
woo.
that is not the right.
It's a W. I was trying to sound out.
And I was like, woo, Wu-Tang? No.
We also learned that video. That was a fun summer. Yeah, no, that was a good one. All right, who you got at number 2?
Buy You a Drink by T-Pain.
What? Why is that scream summer? Help me here. Explain.
Okay, maybe as an adult, for me, summertime is I can have an ice cup and I can be walking around. So maybe not when we were younger. So
with the solo cup?
No, you get an ice cup, not a solo cup. They sell ice cups out here at the bodega. You get the ice cup that has a lid already. You put your drink through, and you got a straw. You walk around.
That is not the kind of drink he was talking about in that song, my love.
Yes, it was. Let me buy you a drink. Yes, he was. He was thinking about liquor so he could get you drunk so he could take you home.
Right, but not an ice cup that you can get from the bodega. You see how we was discussing?
But I'm saying, but it.
Do you get alcohol in a cup at the bodega?
Can go to the liquor store and get me alcohol and put it in a cup that I get from the bodega.
Okay.
With my soda or my juice. And now I'm walking around. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It reminds me. It's not about you. It reminds me of this summertime and this time. If now I got to think about summertime, when we were younger, Jan Jackson comes to mind. All for you. Since you don't like my number 2, I'll just cancel it out and give you that one.
I didn't know. It's not about me. I just had questions. That's all. Just had questions.
Shoot. Well, fine. My fault that you stay in the house. I don't know what to tell you.
Really? but it's not with these shots fired. Okay, I do the editing, as I recall. Just saying. Anyway, my number 2 is Blurred Lines with Robin Thicke featuring T.I. and Pharrell.
See, clearly, lines got blurred right there.
Clearly, they
Shots
did.
fired.
Even though they like ruined it for us when they realized there was some plagiarism or something at
It
fault.
still don't matter. That song was still fire.
It is still fire. I heard it not too long ago. I was like, I love this song. It was a good song to work out to. It's a good song to just dance around to.
Especially T.I.'s part.
Yes. Why do you look like that?
Because I just thought about Bring 'Em Out by T.I.
Yes, that's a good honorable mention. That's a good honorable mention. I was like, this one, I mean, I'm thinking about a song from Pharrell right now that I can't.
Please don't talk about Happy.
No.
Oh, you Beautiful? No.
That! I was going to say Beautiful. Yes, that one. That's
was
another
Pharrell and
honorable
Snoop
mention
Dogg.
here. That's a good
Snoop
one.
Dogg and
Yeah, that's a good one. All right, what's your number 1?
well, it's a current hit right now. It's not an old one, but it's Outside by Cardi B. I know that song forward and backwards.
Because now we're going to blame WWE for making it the theme of SummerSlam.
Yeah, but I knew that song before it came out. Like I knew I could do it right now.
I don't think so. Asking for a special performance.
You don't want a
of that
special
one.
performance of that one because you're afraid you're gonna sing it, right? You're gonna sing it with me, be like,
No,
hey,
I don't know the words. Of course not.
girl,
Mm-mm.
I'm in a committed relationship too, and I still know the words.
But I don't know the words. Keep that in mind.
Remind me.
Anyhow,
Anyway,
and my number 1
yes,
is
for sure.
Summertime.
Oh, you put that as number 1.
Yes, my summer does not start until I hear that song on any radio station, even though I don't really do radio these days. But anytime I hear it, that's what I feel like kicks off the summertime. So any movies you're excited to see this summer? Are you seriously not excited about Jurassic World or
Why? We had how many Jurassic Parks? They all
why are
eat
you
them.
like this?
They
How are
all
you my
eat them.
sister?
They eat them. What do we
What
y'all
is wrong with
stupid. Why
you?
y'all keep giving us dinosaurs?
Because dinosaurs are fun. Why are you like this?
Well, and then that's why people get eaten. And they
Yes,
die.
I'm not saying they're smart. This is why it's fun.
Exactly. No.
To
I
this
don't like
day, that is guaranteed something me and my kids watch all the time. Like, I'm excited about that. I'm excited. Oh, a remake, not a remake, a sequel to I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah, but I wasn't into that. And we already know that you're gonna die. Like the only one, if I was excited about that, I haven't
Brandy
watched.
survived the last time.
She did.
Like,
But
wait a minute.
the one thing I can say I haven't watched. Wow, I feel real loud right now. The one thing I feel like I haven't watched that I was like, ooh, I want to watch it. Is my Final Destination.
Lines? I saw that already.
I know, but I'm saying like that's something I wanted to watch. Now, am I excited about Fantastic Four?
No, I'm also not excited about Fantastic
Why?
Four.
For what reason? If it doesn't have my original people of Fantastic Four, I don't care. There's no need for you to
What
be
do you
here.
mean the Jessica Albas and the...
Yeah, like if I don't have the like, because you're supposed to be showing me the older version. I need them. This is not fun. I don't care. Oh,
fair.
I know there's something coming out on Disney about Wakanda as an animated series, so I'm kind of excited about that.
Well, that's exciting. I would love to see that.
But yeah, no, I'm not excited about anything else. I don't know what else is coming out, but that shows you how I'm not excited.
I see.
Now, if this
I'm
was
a
the
movie
year
head,
of
so
if this was the year of Marvel, like if you asked me this when we did this a couple of years ago before the pandemic, I would be at like I already got my tickets. So I'm ready. But I don't got.
Mm-hmm. I used to spend bank for all those Marvel movies, all the family types. I would
Like I even like the Thunderbolts.
Let's go.
And
Yeah.
the Thunderbolts, even though they changed their name after they put them out on the Thunderbolts, I don't know why they did that. But then I really wasn't even excited to see that.
I haven't seen it.
I'm waiting for it to come on Disney Plus. I ain't about to spend my money.
Same. I was like, I want to know.
Like I was upset.
Yeah.
Not to deter us, but I was upset that I spent money to go see Captain America.
You want to talk about Captain America?
Yeah, let's talk about it. Because I wasn't happy. I
No.
spent all that money, and of course, I went with my 10-year-old because he's my Marvel junkie, so he watches the Marvel movies with me. Like, he's like, "Let's go, we gonna watch it." Matter of fact, that's how what he was when he was a baby. Moment and like Avengers came on, he was like, I was like, "Oh!"
I still do this. My kids know I like to count down. I like to watch the, like, recaps. I
But
wanna see
he's
the
my
old ones. Yeah.
listen, he's my person that we go to. So we went. That was our date, Valentine's Day. That was me and his date. We went to go see Captain America the day it came out. And I just looked like, what the hell is this? Like, what are y'all doing? Like, y'all
Okay.
giving me a black Captain America and y'all give me bullshit? I don't understand.
I I will I guess we're
Sorry.
transitioning,
We are
this
transitioning,
time,
I
and
guess.
that's okay. You know, we're gonna get into this a little bit here. We always want to figure out how we can, add Marvel into the situation. We got time.
Yeah, we got
So,
time.
let's do it. Well, listen, I also was not pleased, and I was excited for the little series on
Absolutely. Winter Soldier and
Disney
Winter
Plus.
Soldier in
Falcon,
Falcon. Absolutely. And then they
loved it.
stopped it. What kind of nonsense was that?
That was fine. I was
No, I
fine with them
season two.
stopping if it was going to lead to a continuity with the
And it
movie.
didn't.
That is the problem. That there lies in the problem I've had. Ever since, you're right, the pandemic came and it screwed up all the Marvel situation because frankly, I will tell you, I would spend the money at home rather than spending the money in the theater if I could, because that's why I have an AMC pass that I could continue to only spend that one thing and watch as many movies as I'd like to. But I didn't like this movie. That was kind of boring, and I didn't understand why. I wasn't here for the plot. So y'all can absolutely explain to us why. I mean, is this a comic book that I just missed and didn't find any interest in? I did not like that movie.
Or was
Even
there
though I liked him and I didn't understand the correlation between the two.
and I think that's what the problem was. Everything started to start going out of whack, especially with when Black Willow came out. Cause it was like, wait, was that supposed to be before Endgames? Well,
It
I'm
would have
confused.
made sense because she died. So it didn't make sense to do that after.
But I'm saying it would have made sense to do it before the Endgames.
Exactly.
Exactly. Because it didn't make like all of a sudden y'all stop going in order because the whole point of us staying to watch the end credits was to be able to get the sight of what the next movie was going to be about.
And they did a great job at first. Oh my god, do you remember how like crazy we were after? And then don't get us on Endgame. Like we were messed up for a whole year. Like how could you do this to us? But then it crashed and burned. And I know, things happen for a time and then, their season's over. But I feel like Marvel could have kept going. But I also think it was disjointed because Deadpool was over here. We got a little X-Men over here. Deadpool is not a kid's movie. So that was a whole nother situation because my kids were like, "Can we see it?" And they did, but it's not my fault. It was their father's fault. I will stand by that. But nonetheless, it was disjointed. I was like, why is this stuff all over the place? Now, I did enjoy the Spider-Man movies, but I did not. Again, the continuity got crazy. And then Wolverine went crazy. I was like, what's happening with
Mm-hmm.
all of these components of comic book characters? When I think a problem is when different people own it, they mess things up.
That's what it was. And I also feel like it's also the writers because I'm like, y'all must have messed up the writers because they're not the same ones. And then I'm not going to lie. I love Black Panther. I love Wakanda Forever. However, I do feel once y'all started the animated series of What If, that's a great series. I love that one. Granted, season 3, I'm kind of lost. I'm like, I don't know what these things are. But if when y'all did that and y'all had Chad Boseman doing his animated character, y'all should have made Wakanda Forever an animated series or movie while he was still here so he could been there and then have the other one where now we're mourning his death or whatever.
They
Because I
didn't
feel
know.
no, they did know. That's why initially he said he wasn't going to do Black Panther 2. And then he
Really?
signed on. Yes.
Okay, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, initially he wasn't coming back to do Black Panther 2. He wasn't coming back. He wasn't going to do it. And then right before the pandemic, he said he was going to sign on and he was going to do it. And then now they was trying it and then the pandemic unfortunately happened and that's why it got high wire. But that's when they made the other series of What If.
To
So then
kinda
it's
hold
like
us
if we're
over.
trying to think of ways to do character work, I would have just did that. But I
That's a good
digress.
option.
I mean, that would have been a good option because we were also looking for other ways to connect with each other. And if you, like I
We
said,
were.
that series, the What If series, listen, I was glued. I was like, what? Who?
I still
Wait a
haven't
minute.
watched it.
What?
We tried, but
What?
we didn't get into it. Like, it just didn't work.
Well, then I encourage you to go to this the Black Panther one, and maybe you can
I
get
saw that
into it.
one.
Did you like it?
I can't remember because I did not continue. It's entirely possible because back at that time, remember, we were
Because
all
there's two
watching it all.
episodes. It's 2 episodes.
Maybe I only saw the first one.
I think there's 2, maybe 3, but I know for
No, I
sure
only
it's
saw the
2
first one.
where Chad is playing Black Panther.
Okay, I don't know. After his death, I had a hard time going back and watching
Yes,
anything Black Panther because I just
yes.
loved him so much. And I get it. It's complicated. I did at least see the second Black Panther because I wasn't sold on going to see that either. But I did go
Listen,
see it.
I had that ticket. That ticket was I bought that
I
ticket.
just wanted to cry. I was like, I can't make it through this. And it was
Definitely
a
the
beautiful
first.
way to say goodbye. But
It was definitely a beautiful way to say goodbye. The beginning for sure.
it was tough for me.
I'm not gonna lie, I definitely cried. I think if you didn't cry,
But I felt, to be honest, I felt that same way when I was watching that Fast and Furious right after Walker died. Like,
mm,
I could only see it once. I didn't see it after that. I think I don't even think I own all of them, and I'm pretty sure
I
I didn't
definitely
see
cried
it
at the
again.
end when they had his brother be him, so they can race off, so he can
Did you
go and
hear
do
he's
what he had to
supposed
do.
to be coming back for the new one?
I mean,
How? With his brothers again?
probably because they probably have to finish it. Because I ain't gonna lie. Hold on. When we talk about franchises, it's great that you guys have movies, but after a certain time,
It has an end?
it needs to end.
Yeah.
I thought after 10, Fast and Furious was gonna end. Because I'm like, how many more scenes can we get of
I
Dom,
feel like
you
we went
staying here getting
somewhere.
people in trouble or out of trouble, and like, what else can
No,
y'all
that
give
one was
me?
fun. I will say 10 was fun. Isn't that the one where Dom was against everybody? Was that 10 or was that 9? Okay, I'll recap and find out. But the
Yes, because I'm
one
not
where he
sure.
was against everybody, that was a really fun one for me. I think it was 10. Oh, was it? Oh, they said Fast and Furious 11 is 2026, but I feel like they said, yeah. Like, I'm like, wait, is this when?
Whatever one was John Cena in, I did not watch that one.
That was a
I
good
like,
one. John Cena did a great job. But is 10 the, hold on, let me double check.
and I'm not gonna
Come
lie,
back to me
Hobbs
on
and
this.
Shaw was corny as fuck. And I
It
love The
was,
Rock,
in
but it
fact,
was corny
corny.
as fuck. I was like, what is this? How y'all hype me up for both of y'all and then y'all suck?
It was, in fact, corny. Not gonna lie. Not gonna even come close to lying. It was corny. And I was like, The Rock just wanted to do something without Dom.
Tyrese.
I wasn't gonna say Tyrese. I was gonna say really without
No, it's Tyrese.
Vin
Him and
Diesel.
Tyrese got into it on the internet.
Yeah, but it started with him and Dom. I mean Vin Diesel, sorry.
Vin
It
Diesel,
started with them
probably.
two
Yeah.
because, there was thoughts and feelings and egos at work. Blah blah blah. Wait, I was
Pretty
like, is
much.
this
I
the
get it.
one?
You have 2 muscle-headed people, thinking they should be
I
the head
mean,
machos.
yes. I'm sorry, you're right. This is not the one
No,
where that's the one before that, sorry.
that's the one before that when he was trying to. No, which one was he trying to find? Michelle Rodriguez. Was that
God.
8?
Don't know.
See, that's
That's
what I'm
probably why
saying.
it's too
There's
many.
so many that you gotta I don't know which one is it. I
I'll tell
mean,
you
it
in a
was
minute.
different when they had Fast and the Furious 1, 2, and then they had Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. Okay, cool. They listen when they killed my Asian dude, that pissed me off. But then to find out he was actually still alive, it was like, oh wait, hold on.
Well, he was one of my favorites, so I was upset and then happy he came back. But then why
But then
didn't
they
old
killed
girl
his
come back?
girlfriend. I know.
I understand that. But we have gone everywhere in this thing. Like, I appreciate it at the last one that it felt like going back to more like racing because we went to space.
Listen,
Like,
Charlize.
she's a great ad though.
She was a great ad. I love her. I love her acting. She's amazing
Yes.
actress.
She's phenomenal, and I think she elevates everything that she's in, and I thought it was pretty great. Yeah, I cannot remember the one. I'm sorry. As much I haven't seen them in a while. I know
Yeah.
Cyper was in that one, but I could have swore that I don't know. John Cena he joined in F9, so it was 9.
Yeah, it was one of them. I was like, ugh.
You didn't like 9? You didn't
It
like
wasn't
9?
that. You know what it is? It was just like y'all trade out one wrestler for another wrestler. You know what it reminded me of? Marine. And I was just like, I can't.
No,
I was just like, I
not the
can't.
Marine.
Listen, they trade. How many Marines are there? That's what this Fast and the Furious feels like. How many Marines is there?
She said Marines, y'all. Where
How
am I?
many? How many?
How?
Let's a lot.
Wow.
Where it went to John Cena for I don't know how many. Then it went to The Miz. Then I don't know. I feel like it went to Drew
crazy.
McIntyre, but maybe that's just in my head.
You know what? Drew McIntyre would be a good add. He's big and he's Scottish, and
Listen,
I think
I would not be surprised if we get another Marine and it's because, like,
baby.
I'm just saying. But that's what I'm saying. I'm hoping this is going to be the last Fast and the Furious, and that's
well,
why
Giselle came back. I forgot. So she did come back at 10. She came back at 10. That tells you that I need to do a marathon again because I can't remember.
Clearly, because I don't know either.
It's been a while.
But I'm hoping with the Fast and the Furious 11, that's the end. That's the end. We don't need a 12. We don't need a 13.
You sure you don't want them to break it in half?
Hell no. We are done. We are done.
I did appreciate getting to see Mia more. I think in the last one, we got to spend more time with her. Even though I was like, they could have threw a flash to like, you know, Brian at home watching the chick kids, and that's why I decided to come.
And that's why I think they're doing, because I'm hoping this is the last one, because this is just ridiculous at this point.
I mean, I do think it's time to let it go. But for a while there, it was a good fit. Like, even if we take it back to, like, again, like the Marvels, like at first it was a good fit. However, I also feel like we're going to take it back to Marvel, like I said. When they added Jonathan Majors as Kang, that was a really nice ad. Now, granted, I know he had some legal troubles.
They should have left him where he was. Because, I mean, we all have legal troubles. Look what Robert Downey Jr., okay?
He was clean for some time before
not just say not me. No.
I don't have not a one illegal trouble, sis.
I wasn't talking about us. I'm just.
Yes, I get it. People in Hollywood often have legal troubles. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know she knows better than to say we. You would think my sister knows me right now. Like, don't include
That's
we.
why I was like, wait. You're like, no, not me.
Zero legal troubles for me here. But touche on the fact. That being said, no, I think
yes, I get he was clean for a while, but that's not the point. They gave him another opportunity.
They did. And I'd like them to bring Majors back for the simple fact that he was a good ad. It was like everything was leading up to him, and then like it got messed up also in the kind of Marvel mix of switching things. And then they're bringing Robert Downey Jr.
as Doomsday, and you're like, but you're supposed to be dead. You're Iron Man. What are you?
I mean, but I also want them to make sure they start including people from like, stop having these side series and then we don't see them again.
And that's what I'm saying. Or at least like,
we need to spend more time with the new Avengers too. Yeah. Or maybe we just need more time with them too. All right, let's talk about DC though, because you know how I feel. Like, while I love my superhero movies, most of the ones I love are Marvel only. Except for The Man of Steel, which I thought was great. But after that, it just got wonky. I never did get into this whole Peacemaker situation either. I didn't like it. But Wonder Woman was really good. And then the last one was But then Batman, Superman, trash. Justice League, trash. I was just like, why did you make me watch this? I was so mad at my husband. And then he gave me a lengthy explanation on DC and Marvel. And I was like, sorry, still think it's trash. Also, when did Batman start killing people with guns? Somebody out there, explain this to me. Because I was like, the Batman I remember wasn't shooting people. So I was really feeling some kind of way about that. Plus, Ben Affleck in that role, it was crazy. It was all crazy. And now we're having another Superman movie that I am not going to see. Because again, at some point I feel it has to end. Especially, did you see that Flash movie?
Which one? The old one or a new one? I'm afraid
The
of.
last one with the guy who had
No,
all
no.
those
You know what? And Jalen, my
charges.
17-year-old wanted to see it. Didn't
I
take him
slept
to
through
see
that one
it.
too.
I didn't take him to see it. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, my big brother.
It was on Max. That's
Probably
where
then
we
he.
watched it.
I
But
probably watched it.
we were on Match, but there was one, whatever Beetle. I'll try to, that one was
I
good.
I can tell you the one. I love The Rock. I love him, but I can tell you his movie
You're not gonna tell me about this movie.
sucked. I don't.
The Blue Beetle, that's the one that was really good, and I loved that one because it definitely, I felt like it went into Spanish culture. It felt more authentic. It felt real. I like that. But no, yeah, let's talk about Black Adam because
I don't. I think he just wanted to be a superhero because I didn't understand. Huh?
I guess we're sounding off on this.
We
Listen,
are. I didn't understand it.
that
It
was
was
not my plan today.
I clearly, but you know what? Sometimes we gotta, shake it up a little bit. Let them know we like other things.
Listen, Black Adam was rough. I didn't think it was as bad as everyone said, but it definitely wasn't good and not worth seeing again. Not worth seeing again.
No,
But to me, as
I'm happy I
much as
watched
I
it.
love The Rock, and I have appreciated him throughout the years, he plays himself in every movie. I'm looking forward to the next one that he has come out where he's playing like a boxer or something like that. I am looking forward to that because they say that could be a contender for potentially like a
Yes, he definitely does need to come out his comfort zone, and he does need
Oscar or
to
something
stop
like that.
trying to. I mean, I do love him when he's in Moana
Okay, that's fair.
as Maui.
You're welcome. I do love that. That was good. I didn't see the new Moana either.
It was good. I have to watch it from the beginning though, because I was getting popcorn for everybody, so I didn't see it from the beginning.
That's
But
also a thing about when you go to the movies is sometimes like the thing I love most about watching movies at home is I can pause to get candy or to make popcorn or to mix it all up according to my children's individual needs because somebody wants this and then someone wants to go to the bathroom. So movie night is huge in our house. So I think that could be one of the things we kind of explore our like movie nights because my kids love them and it's because we're such movie heads, but it's because we also grew up with movies.
yes, our
We did.
dad, our dad, he
Never
definitely
gonna forget that Roots situation where we watched
we had
all.
all of the roots.
We did.
Oh, and then I remember, what is his name? Shaka Zulu.
That's crazy work because he did, in fact. Sit us down to watch that too. And we were not allowed to sleep. Like we were quizzed. So yeah, no.
Shaka Zulu. And then that's the one thing that was our dad's nickname was Shaka.
Yep.
And I was like, why
Yes.
is your name Shaka?
So we did. But we also saw other things. Like I was telling someone else that
we
we
watched a
saw
lot of
like
our love for Disney came from dad.
yes, and I was like, we saw like Singing in the Rain. I don't know how we ended up being able to watch Roger Rabbit, but
Roger
it was great.
Rabbit.
I saw it again as an adult and I was like in stitches and my kids were like, "What are you watching?" I was like,
I
"Don't
made
even
them watch it too. Miss
What
Jessica
is
Rabbit.
wrong with you?"
And I made them watch it. I was like, no, you're gonna watch it. And they was like, what? I said, this is Roger Rabbit.
It is not not a kids
Well,
movie.
I mean, it wasn't a kid's movie, but we watched it.
It definitely was not.
They were blowing up things and they
Forget that. Why did Jessica Rabbit do all the things? I was like,
Doom, doom, doom. Can't see. Doom.
not just that. It was also like her monologues. I was like, "Oop." And then Robert Rabbit's reaction.
Woo!
It's like, I don't know how we got away with that either, but we did.
We did. And
But
like
we watched like old school, like we saw Singing in the Rain. We saw like we got a lot of movies from the library. So I was telling somebody else that recently, like how I learned to appreciate movies from the library because, my dad was clearly out of funds. We would go pick up some VCR tapes and get them from the library and watch those old school movies like The
sometimes he
Sound
would
of
keep
Music.
them. Sometimes he would keep them. So sometimes he would keep them.
Did he? I didn't know that. See, that's the problem with people here.
But yeah, okay, Sound of Music. Also, I mean, I think that's how we got into the love of musicals.
Musicals. Mhm.
Because I remember him making our little sister, shout out to Kevy,
Shout out to Kay.
for Rent.
Oh, did I love Rent? I don't think I was around. I was like working at Blockbuster.
That was her thing because it brought out her range, her voice, all this stuff. And we were sitting here like,
Seriously? I can't
Yeah.
believe I missed that. I didn't know she sang Rent. I'm going to harass
beginning
her
of it.
to sing it. Oh,
25,000.
that is one of my favorite songs. I didn't know that.
Listen, and then which one? I love the when they were when they were on the what's her name?
I want to go
Rose-
out tonight.
Yes.
Tonight. Mm-hmm.
Rosaria Dawson. Did I say her name right? Yeah, that was
Rosario. That's her name.
Rosario Dawson.
I was waiting for the note to fit in my head with the rest of the syllables.
That's what I was like. I said, I was like, I already knew I didn't say it right. But either way, I mean, our love of movies definitely was there.
Yeah.
Did you come with Dad when he took us to see The Lion King in a movie theater?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I
Yes.
just had a flashback of that. That's all. Because I remember.
Yes, I did get to go to that
we
one.
had coloring books. Oh, and then that my love of coloring is from Dad. He's so soothing.
I have coloring books, but I don't have the patience to sit there and color. That's my problem.
Oh, for me, it's so soothing. It's therapeutic.
He said that, and I was like, it just didn't work for me. My brain races too fast. I was like, you got to give me a book where I'm like lost, you know. But no, I do think a lot of our love of movies came from that, including my movie collection, which is crazy that I actually have one. And the reason why I was super excited for my Blockbuster moment when I got to work there, because I bought a lot of movies, but I also have Rent. That's what I was like, what?
I think I don't have, but I should make my kids watch that.
Maybe when some of them are a little older.
Jalen.
Yeah, he could watch it. That's good. I mean, I loved Rent, but my daughter's into musicals too. So, she just did Chicago. I had to play the soundtrack for her because I was like, I mean, if you're going to like audition for this play, then you need to actually like hear it and watch it. And she's like, ugh.
But I mean, that's what most actors and actresses do. They get into character and they have to get themselves into it. And if you ain't gonna do it, homie, then you shouldn't do it.
Well, she's a theater kid, so they're dramatic. But she definitely.
So was our brother.
Amen.
He was a theater kid too. He was in a play. But I was
in a play
I was gonna say something else.
I mean, but it was once, and it was in middle school.
Yeah, I tried out for plays.
It was fun. It was fun, and I realized I didn't appreciate being the center of attention, so I didn't want
You know what movie lets me know it's summertime?
What movie?
Grease.
Yes. We also saw Grease with him.
Yes.
We did. We saw Grease with Dad, too. See, I feel like we got a little bit of culture. We got a little bit of a artsy kind of culture. He took us to the library. He apparently rented and stole videos, that's new. I didn't know that.
Where do you think most of his collection came from?
That's crazy work. That's crazy work. I can't believe I never put two and two
That's
together.
why he never had a library card no more. It was always us getting one. And we had to keep going to different libraries.
Girl. It never occurred to me that was what was happening.
Because he would use our library cards.
We probably got bills somewhere.
Hopefully at this point it's written off.
Please do, because I don't even know what you're referring to.
Yeah, it's over 30, 40 years. I don't know.
Well, we have covered so many things today. We started out with our top 5 summer songs. And then we took you on a journey of Marvel and DC and movies we want to see and movies she could care less about. And then and then we culminated it.
Yep, we got it in there.
With our experiences in theft. Oh, no, I'm kidding. Our experiences in more summertime fun with our dad. So there's a lot, obviously, that you could do with your kids if you're just stuck here. I mean, I don't endorse any of the illicit activities in which we have mentioned. Please take them to go see a movie. Please return all library supplies. That's crazy work. Can't believe. But this is a moment where we want to remind you to subscribe, because you never know what we're going to talk about. I mean, I don't think we knew where we were going to go today.
You were going.
We want to hear
She
your
fussed
thoughts.
at me. I had a whole list of songs. She's like, we are supposed to do top 5. And I was like, we were going to be done
5
in like
only.
10 minutes.
I didn't expect. Now I'm like, maybe I should have let you read the whole list, because we done went everywhere. So a lot was covered. But we want to remind you, like I said, to hit that bell, subscribe, and find us on our social media. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, X, Facebook.
The Instagram?
Yes. And Threads. There you go. Threads. You can also find us on our website at www.maineventmamaspodcast.com, where you can catch up on all the videos and episodes that you haven't seen yet. And if you want to contact us or join our mailing list, that's where you do it. And where can they hear our podcast?
So you guys can hear us on iHeartRadio. You can hear us on Amazon Music, Amazon Audible. You can also hear us on Pockets Podcasts. You can hear us and see us on Spotify.
That's right. You can see us on Spotify. And of course on YouTube, where you're checking this out likely right now. So we want to say, we're not new to this.
We're true to this. And this was Main Event Mamas.
Oh my gosh.